Montana Television Network. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jeanelle Slade.
And I'm Jay Cohn. Authorities in Texas, along with National Guard members and strangers, are rushing to rescue thousands of people stranded in the floodwaters of Hurricane Harvey. Thousands of residents either hunkered down or just trying to get to higher ground.
At least 2 people have died in the devastating floods on the Texas coast, but officials fear that death toll could rise dramatically.
All day long, it's been one rescue after another, but tonight thousands are still in need of help.
CBS News correspondent Meg Oliver has the latest from Houston.
This was just one of more than 1,500 air rescues across the Houston area as the water keeps rising. U.S. Customs agents and the Coast Guard plucked residents from the roofs of their flooded homes. And there were many more rescues by high water vehicles and boats, a good portion of them operated by civilians.
You need help, come out! We don't have anything. You know, we lost everything in our apartment.
Thousands have been rescued so far, and that number is likely to rise with more rain still falling in the region tonight. They include the most vulnerable, the disabled, the elderly, children, and babies.
Nobody's kept count. The count isn't the important thing. It's getting people out of dangerous situation.
Those awaiting rescues are pleading for help on social media. Relatives of a family of 6 say they died when their van was washed away Sunday, which officials are still trying to confirm.
The water took them. The water took the whole van and went into a ditch. My uncle jumped out. National Guard ran over there, tried to open the doors. They couldn't get the doors open. All my nieces and nephews drowned.
The entire National Guard in Texas has been mobilized, a total of 12,000 in the area to help. They'll also be managing the evacuees, like 7-year-old Jesus, who has cerebral palsy and hasn't eaten in a day.
His machines got wet, his medicine got wet, so he already had 3 seizures. That's very intense for her, but all we can do is wait.
Wait for food, for comfort, and for the rain to stop. Meg Oliver, CBS News, Houston.
Just a terrible situation there. The U.S. Coast Guard says it is getting upwards of 1,000 calls per hour for help.
We talked with multiple people in the Houston area today with ties to Billings, some holding out while others were forced to evacuate.
Billings senior graduate who's starting his first year at Rice University has had to put school on hold for a while. George Dyer says he just started his first week of classes when the hurricane hit the city.
We had just started classes, so we don't even have a whole lot of homework to do. At least, I mean, some of us do, some of us don't. So, I've been keeping on top of stuff, but there's lots of downtime. So, because of that downtime, we're spending lots of times in our commons and chilling with other people and getting to know each other better. So, it's actually been kind of a bonding experience.
So there's some good news out of all of this. Dyer says the Rice University, has done a great job so far keeping the students safe during all of this.
He tells us classes are expected to resume Thursday.
So we're checking in now with our chief forecaster, Bob McGuire. Bob, the amount of rain they're getting down in Houston is just, well, we can't even fathom it here in Montana.
Yeah, it's kind of epic. That's the only way I can think of it. But what we thought we'd do today is kind of back out the precipitation we normally get in the year and back out the snow and give us just rainfall and see how long it would take Billings to wind up with the rainfall they had in Houston. And here were the numbers we found. In Billings, we wound up with about 10.38 inches of rain is what we get in about a year of just rainfall, not snow included in that. In the past 5 days, the Houston airport, the Intercontinental Airport, had 27.82 inches. Now, as that storm goes out in the Gulf and comes back again, we could see another 18 inches of rainfall by the time Thursday morning gets here. And then you'll notice that'll give us 45.82 inches of rainfall. How long would it take Billings to get that much in annual rainfall? It would take 4.4 years to equal the Houston rainfall from the past week. We'll have more in our forecast with a slight chance of rain in it in a few more minutes.
All right. Thank you, Bob.
In other news tonight, it is downright unhealthy outside. The air quality of Billings and surrounding area deemed unhealthy by the Montana Department of Environmental Quality.
Residents here in the Magic City woke up today to another smoke-filled sky, but you know what? It's gotten progressively worse throughout the day. And much of western Montana also dealing with unhealthy air. Hamilton, Lincoln, and Helena. Those cities also into the unhealthy zone for air quality, much like Billings. Much of the smoke funneling into the Billings area is coming from the Mendenhall wildfire. That fire burning the West Boulder drainage about a half-mile west of McLeod. And tonight, fire bosses report the blaze is 30% contained.
The fire sparked Saturday afternoon. Residents who live along the West Boulder Road are currently in pre-evacuation and need to be prepared to leave if necessary. The Mendenhall fire has charred more than 12,000 acres, but it did not increase in size today.
Tonight, even more evacuation orders for the Seeley Lake area. This is due to erratic fire behavior.
Authorities report as many as 580 homes are included in tonight's evacuation. Seeley Lake itself is also closed again today for firefighting efforts.
Billings Mayor Tom Hanel has proclaimed today U.S. Navy Day in Billings. The mayor's proclamation announced at tonight's City Council meeting, where the commander and crew members from the recently christened USS Billings were on hand.
The USS Billings was launched during a special ceremony in Marionette, Wisconsin back on the 1st of July. Crew members are here in the Magic City all this week to learn more about their ship's namesake city and the people who live here. Medical marijuana is legal in the state of Montana, but the Billings City Council is now eyeing dispensaries in the city limits.
KQ's Dustin Kleeman has been following the lengthy meeting before the City Council tonight, and we're told they just started to tackle this subject about 30 minutes ago. Dustin, what's the latest?
Jay and Jeanelle, the city does not know how many medical marijuana providers or dispensaries currently exist in the city limits, but it doesn't want any new locations in the city. In 2010, Billings Council adopted interim zoning ordinance prohibiting the location of any further medical marijuana storefronts. That ordinance has expired in the city to prohibit dispensaries and sales of medical marijuana by providers within the city. That's on the discussion tonight. Despite medical marijuana being allowed and recognized by the state of Montana, federally it is still illegal. A testimony on the issue continues as we speak, with several against the proposed ban. We'll have the very latest on KTVQ.com as well as on tomorrow's morning show. Jay.
All right, thanks, Dustin. A Billings parolee is now facing charges that he molested a 10-year-old girl. 47-year-old Chad Meeks made his initial appearance in Justice Court this afternoon, where he faces 1 count of felony sexual assault. The victim disclosed the abuse to a school counselor who contacted law enforcement. The girl's mother reportedly knew about the abuse, but denied knowledge of the crime when questioned by detectives. The victim later recanted her story, but investigators believe that she was coached to say that the crime did not happen. Tonight, Meeks is in the Yellowstone County Jail, held there on a $150,000 bond.
A district judge in Gallatin County will decide whether Congressman Greg Gianforte's mugshot will be made public. But in many other counties, including here in Yellowstone, mugshots are routinely released to the media. Now, right now, the issue of whether mugshots or booking photos are public information in Montana remains unsettled. In 2015, a state district judge in Lewistown ruled that a photo for a criminal defendant is not confidential and should be released. But the legislature this year killed a bill that would have clarified that ruling applies statewide. So in Gallatin County, a judge must decide if the public's right to know supersedes the right to a defendant's privacy. MTN News and at least one other news organization have requested the release of Gianforte's mugshot taken last week for a misdemeanor assault charge in May.
Well, up next on tonight's 10 o'clock news, hundreds of women in the Billings area are stripping down to boost up their self-esteem.
And later in sports, wait until you hear some of the stories behind these photos in a downtown exhibit.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green.